In Getting Results from Crowds, we give detailed advice on how to use crowdsourcing to get business results. However, for many, their first thought in considering crowdsourcing are the ethical issues. We give a framework for thinking about the ethics of crowdsourcing in Chapter 5 of Getting Results from Crowds. Here is a quick review of the 4 points that people commonly make about the ethics of crowdsourcing. I will run through the contrasting viewpoints on each of these. People should be paid for their contributions. In many forms of crowdsourcing, they just draw on unpaid contributions. People are contributing to companies making money, and they should share in those profits. Examples include Huffington Post, which made hundreds of millions selling to AOL, partly based on unpaid contributors. And Dig, which is entirely dependent on the efforts of its users. They should be paid for their contributions. Unpaid work is always voluntary. People do these tasks because they get some kind of value from them. For example, building their profile, learning, or just spending time in an interesting way. Contributors make their own informed choice about what they spend their time on. It is exploitation to pay people very low amounts. Looking for the lowest cost worker in the world is exploitation. These people don't have any negotiating power, and the developed world rich are paying them ridiculously low pay. This is unfair. The world of connected work creates massive new opportunities for people in the developing world. Even though pay may be low by developed world standards, it's usually far more than they could earn locally. Workers usually work in conditions far better than, for example, in a local factory. Businesses should support their countries and communities by employing locally. Businesses have an obligation to their employees and their community to employ locally. It's unethical simply to go to the lowest cost provider in the world without regard for those around you. Most companies hope and expect their local communities will support them, and they should also support their local community, even if it means paying more. Companies that consistently offshore jobs and work will destroy the local community and in turn destroy themselves. Almost all companies are experiencing global competition. If they don't use the best talent at the lowest cost, they won't be competitive and they risk going out of business, losing all of the jobs. If they're successful, they will hire as many, if not more, local people. The reality is that lots of roles can't be outsourced. And don't forget that our community is global. Crowdsourcing provides a great opportunity for talented people in developing countries to create prosperity for themselves, their families, and their local communities. Professionals should not do unpaid work. In the no-spec movement, they say that all creative work should be paid. Design competitions ask for work will only be paid for if the client likes it. This is fundamentally unethical. Creative professionals should commit to never participate in spec work. It is undermining the entire industry and the livelihoods of many. There are many reasons why professionals choose to participate in competitions. Sometimes they can make a living from it. In other cases, it's an opportunity to develop their skills and create work that they can later sell to other clients. The reality is that the best designers almost never compete in competition, so clients who want the absolute best must work with them directly. But the competition platforms are working because there are sufficient designers and clients that choose to participate to make a real market.